Then I'll come to notes making. People have this doubt about notes making. How do you need to make notes? How to make notes? How to make long notes, short notes, what to do? See, again, note making, why do people make notes? Why do you make notes? Because you are reading from multiple sources, number one. Say for geography, you are reading 2-3 books. Say for geography, you are reading about, say, air mass, and you come across a current affairs related topic about air mass affecting Antarctica. You want to interlink that, you want to write it down, because normally you are reading about current affairs in a different perspective, you are reading about geography in a different perspective. Or if you are reading about, say, Chola architecture, and you come about some latest findings in Chola architecture, you want to write that. So you want to interlink your current affairs with your static portions. Third thing for doing notes is you want to revise them before the exam. You want to have your own examples, facts, figures, etc. These are basically 3 reasons for you to make notes. How to make notes, or what did I do as make notes? First of all, have notes which you can revise before the exam. This is very, very important part. I learned it from some toppers and I followed that. You must, for example, if you are writing about GS1, you cannot have very lengthy notes. It's like reading a book itself. And imagine before the mains exam, 10 days before the exam, 15 days before the exam, you want to touch at least GS 1, 2, 3, 4 twice in those period of time. So it is very important that you must have very short notes, quick notes, which you can revise. Second, if you are making notes, do not make it an abridged version of what you have read in the book. It is very important. People, what they do, they read it from the book, they write the short of it. No. The note must have an analytical understanding of what you are doing it. For example, I'll give you an example of what I did. In geography, I had this fear about currents circulating in the Indian Ocean or among different oceans. So what I did, I just drew a map about how I want the currents to come about, how the currents actually move, the science behind the currents, 2-3 lines, structure of currents in every sea. This is a short note. And after that, I never had to refer to my book again. I always used to revise from my notes itself. For example, if I read about NHRC somewhere, and NHRC is a question in paper 2. So NHRC functions, etc. I read from the book. I just put whatever current affairs I had read in the previous year relating to NHRC in a separate sheet of paper. So that helped me revise also. Another aspect is, you can do it if you are reading from the book also, you can make short notes in the book itself. That is also a very good idea. Suppose if you are reading say about polity from Lakshmikant, and you are having some current affairs related topic from Lakshmikant from the news. For example, you are reading something about the CAG, you are reading something about the RTI, you are reading something about self-help groups. So jot it down on the book itself. That is also a very good idea. But remember, you must be able to revise those notes. Otherwise, the effort is pointless and those notes are meaningless. So have short notes instead of long notes. Preferably, another aspect I would like you to add in your notes is, which I could not do, I want you all to do. Try to have people tell this problem about diagrams, etc. Try to do some diagrams on notes itself. For example, if you are reading about, say, a topic like agriculture, mind maps or agriculture, try to do some diagrams related. Instead of notes, you can have short diagrams. What are the problems of agriculture? What are the intervening factors? What are the solutions? Instead of notes, if you practice diagrams a lot, that also helps in your answers. If for 20 questions, you can have at least 15 to 16 diagrams. Diagrams practice must go concurrently with your notes practice. Please do this. I could not do this in my during my preparation, although I wanted to do it. If you can inculcate notes with diagrams, that would be the best part.